So, we're just getting all the stuff down from the loft. I thought it would be quite a good idea to start in the loft and then jump out. However, I'm just a bit worried I might break my ankle. So, I'm going to skip that bit and just move on to getting everything out of the loft in a normal, sensible, adult fashion without any broken legs. So got everything out of the loft,
Then out.
and then now just got to sort through all this stuff and see what we can use for her and what needs to go back in the loft. That's a lot of clothes. So all of them were from Arthur, and what he's grown out of we kept because we didn't know what we was going to have next. And then obviously we ended up having a boy again, and then after what happened we had to then put them all back in the loft. So now we're going to get down, see what we can use for her, and then sort it out and put it back in the loft, because fingers crossed we've only got a few more weeks, hopefully, until she arrives. So we've got to start getting a little bit prepared. We've kind of put it off for a while, but time to start doing shit. So, got the stuff out of the loft, now in the gym. Gonna have a little workout in the middle of the day when it's nice and quiet before I have clients again this evening, so that I can just take my time with training. So I'm gonna haven't really thought about it, but yesterday did the sort of 15-minute workout, which was very chest based and back based. So I'll probably do kind of something that focuses a lot on shoulders and arms, maybe some ab stuff, and then something to get the heart rate up and get a little bit sweaty. So started off the workout with a little warm-up routine that I normally like to do before upper body workouts. So over the years I've had issues with my left shoulder, had problems with my rotator cuff there. So I always start off, and I do these a lot with clients, getting the mobility in the scapula, working the rhomboids, warming up that area. So I started off with wire raises on the bench and then moved into hanging scapular retractions. So both those are to work muscles in the middle of the back and work on the mobility in your scapula. Great for anyone who's got shoulder problems or wants to strengthen their upper back or wants to get better at pull-ups, because if you don't have the mobility and the strength in those muscles, you're going to struggle. Then went on to just some mobility work with a stick, so keeping your arms straight and just getting the broomstick as far over your head as you can without bending at your elbow. I never used to be able to do that. And now I can get full range of motion, so that just shows good mobility in your shoulders. Then did a few band pull aparts just to warm up the muscles in the upper back some more and the rear delts. So that's a typical warm-up routine at the beginning of an upper body workout for me. It's good for loosening off my shoulders, good for getting the upper back working, ready for, you know, the pushing movements, scapular mobility. But I'm going to show you something now which I've always had issues with this left shoulder. I'm going to show you something now which has been a godsend, and it's perfect for anybody who has like bad posture. So like, say you're a little bit hunched forward, a little bit tight through your upper back, there's not much mobility through that upper back. You've got shoulder problems like shoulder impingement, shoulder pain, any of those sort of things. But it's also a great little warm-up to do prior to upper body stuff. And if you have any of those issues, you could do this daily. All you need is a wall, you don't need anything else. So all you have to do is sit up against the wall, bum flat back against the wall, cross your legs if you can, but the important thing here is we want to be so far back that your lower back is tight up against the wall. Then we're going to pop your hands up like so, and just going to slide, trying to keep your elbows and hands as close to the wall as possible. Slide up, slide down, squeeze all the muscles in your upper back together, shoulder blades, everything, up, down. And you want to do that for about 30 seconds, just sliding up and down. And the idea being, if you've got good range of motion in your shoulders and your upper back, you should be able to keep your elbow and your back of your palm against the wall the whole time. If it's coming off at all, then it just means your range of motion through your shoulder and through your scapula is not that great. Then let's get into the fun part of the workout. So started off with standing shoulder presses, and started off nice and light with a warm-up set, and then jumped straight in with something a bit heavier. First set I did 10 repetitions, then after that I was aiming for sort of 5 and above with some push presses in there to help me lift that heavy weight. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your legs are shoulder width apart and you're squeezing your glutes the whole time so you don't overarch your lower back. And then when you need to use a bit of a push, sit your hips backwards and drive your hips back forward. And then I was supersetting that with ball slams. So I wanted to do a compound movement, build a bit of muscle, build a bit of strength, but I also wanted to make the most of my time in the gym. So I wanted to do something like ball slams to elevate my heart rate, burn some calories, just get me out of breath a little bit. So I did 10 of those straight afterwards. Then a rest, round about 30 seconds, and then repeat that for 5 rounds. So building some strength and muscle in the shoulders, burning some calories, getting a bit of cardio in there. So all in all, a pretty decent little start to the workout. Then I moved on to muscle ups. So I'm really trying to get better at muscle ups. So in order to move on to muscle ups, you need to be able to do body weight pull-ups first of all. So you need that strength there. You need that range of motion, mobility, strength in your scapula as well. So I was doing them with a strong resistance band, starting on a bench and then jumping down driving my hips forward and then pulling up into the muscle up. I was aiming for 3 to 5 reps and then going straight into a 30-second hollow body. I did 3 rounds of that. Then to finish off the workout, some more shoulder work. I did a minute of side lateral raises, straight into a minute of band pull aparts, and then straight into hang cleans, just with the bar. So 3 minutes of total work, and then I had a minute's rest, and then I repeated that for another 2 minutes. So pretty intense. The idea behind that is just to get as many reps as you possibly can within that time. The volume training is going to be great for building muscle, but because of the bang, bang, bang onto different exercises and also the length of time that I'm working, there's also going to be a cardio element there. It's going to keep my heart rate elevated. So it's just about that, again, trying to get the most out of the time that you're in the gym. And by the end of that, my shoulders were pretty pumped up, to be honest, and all in all the workout was maybe 35 minutes, so decent workout, in, out of the gym, all good. Okay, so back from the gym, been to work, back from the gym again, just had dinner, chicken kebabs from the butcher, pre-marinated, bloody lovely. About to chill out, have a cup of tea. So that is wrapping up today's vlog. Didn't sit down and actually go through the clothes today. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We've got a little bit more time. Sit down, go through the clothes. Then it's up bright and early, training more clients. And yeah, so all in all, relatively productive today. Showed you some clips from the day. So, over and out. Gonna go chill on the sofa. Just started re-watching The Inbetweeners. Bloody love that program. Hilarious, easy watch. So, gonna go chill out, watch that, and catch you in the next one. Wait, Benny. Is this a good idea?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
No, don't do it. No, don't do it.